actually met someone relatively recently that she was in her 20s and she was suffering from gout, which was kind of incredulous to me because I thought, that gout was only an old person problem, but here with another video. Today I will be talking about your plant protein and how it could potentially be harming you. There is a type of protein called pea protein, which is often used for people who are trying to avoid whey protein, and it's great. Like, I partake in pea protein myself, which comes from Vega specifically, and the beautiful thing is it also comes with greens, which is why I choose this one this time. But the main ingredient in most plant-based proteins are pea protein, and part of the issue with pea protein is that it produces a substance in your body called purines. Besides it being a negative phytochemical, it also contributes to gout. Oh yeah, I'm Mr. Buff, I'm doing all this stuff and working out. I can't even put my shoe on. The good news is that I'm going to present one herb and 2 whole foods that will help you avoid getting gout and eradicate all of the purines which come from not just pea protein, but also if you're a meat eater, different types of meats and stuff like that. Number one I'd like to mention is Tart Cherry, or cherries in general, but Tart Cherry has many antioxidants within it specifically. And another beautiful thing I'd like to mention, even though the one I just showed you doesn't have Tart Cherry in it, the one that I was taking before did have Tart Cherry in it. It's the 5th ingredient after alfalfa protein. I have other proteins and powders within my description that are good for antioxidant purposes and other things like that, but this is a very high protein, the first one being 20 and the second one being 30 per serving. The next one is zingiber, i.e. ginger, and I did do a video relatively recently on this. I'm not going to go too much into detail aside from it's good for your circulation, and obviously because it's in this video, it is great for helping you eradicate purines from your body so that you do not get gout as an old person. I actually met someone relatively recently that she was in her 20s and she was suffering from gout, which was kind of incredulous to me because I thought, that gout was only an old person problem, but it is not. So, especially if you're a vegetarian or if you're a bodybuilder and your goal is to maintain that diet with, some of the types of ingredients that you'll be eating to help eradicate purines. Last but not least is celery, and even though celery is considered 90% water, the other 10% are immaculate ingredients, which includes aromatase inhibitors. An aromatase inhibitor is something that stops hormones from converting into estrogen. So, for example, in the male body, if a male overproduces testosterone or introduces too much testosterone into their system, it will aromatize. There's actually a built-in circular system within the body that stops the testosterone from going too high. So once it hits a certain threshold, it will automatically start converting into estrogen, i.e. how some people, taking too much of whatever, or if they overproduce whatever, they will start producing estrogen. Of course, that can lead to other issues if that person, considers them issues. For females, it works about the same. Of course, it probably doesn't usually encase a bunch of testosterone not being converted into estrogen, more because estrogen is already pretty plentiful in the system, but also because there's probably not going to be a source of overproduction of testosterone outside of an individual that's from Addisons disease, congenital androgen hyperplasia, as in the intersex condition, or if that person is a transgender individual. With that being said, that's all I wanted to bring to you today. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this one, make sure you share this one, especially if you know someone who has gout. And I'll be seeing y'all every Friday for this type of video. King of Hashes. Peace.